couldn't be prouder of a group of guys that they have given us amazing performances. Tonight we fought with a very good basketball team, a team that has a chance to win it all. We fought with them. We fought for every inch. We had some turnovers. That's probably was the turning point for us. Not the turning point, but that was our downfall. We take care of the ball. We put ourselves in a position to win the basketball games, but they turned our turnovers into points. That's the disappointing part, but the effort, oh man, our guys really gave good effort. They played very determined. I couldn't be our seniors, just special people. I love those guys, and it kind of choked up. Think about them leaving. They've done a good job with our team, and losing them, guys that decided to stick around, but they worked their butts off to kind of help us. Kind of turn the corner. They have left a good example of what Lamar basketball should be about. You know, we got to build from this day with new recruits and returning players. We got to get in that weight room, get stronger, because we played it. Stephen F. Austin and Sam Houston guys are so much stronger. But I'm not sure if any team in our conference have as much heart and determination as our players. If we lost to a veteran team today, and when you're a young team, you're still maturing and you're still growing up. This team that we lost to is much poised, because they understand what it takes to win, and we're still trying to get to that point. Any questions?
Coaches, for your seniors, guys like Tyrann, Anthony, and Donovan, just how impressed have you been with how they've grown this season?
Well, you know, I coached them last 5 games. Coached Tyrann in practice, and never in my wildest dreams that I think that these guys would grow like they have. Anthony Holiday have really matured into a really good leader. Offensively, I'm not sure if there are many guards in our conference that has the ability to create. This system has been good for him because we call some things to put him in a position to be successful, as well as Tyrann. Tyrann, people call him a monster. That's a compliment in basketball terms. When you get double and triple teamed night in and night out, that means the other coaches and teams respect you. And he has earned respect throughout the conference. But he's a warrior, and he doesn't mind battling. Donovan Ross really came on strong near the end of the season. I think they felt like their careers were winding down. And to be honest with you, I think they played with the urgency to make sure they have a good senior year. Sebastian Norman, even though he didn't get the minutes, he probably would have liked. He's an ultimate team player. Every day he goes in and works hard. He's on the bench cheering for his teammates. He just got caught up into a different system, a system that requires to be able to trap, rotate, depending on speed, quickness, and that was difficult for him to adjust. But he kept a good attitude all year long. They were special seniors.
How important was it for these guys, and you kind of touched on it earlier, but just to set a foundation that can be built off of? I mean, the program was sort of on the brink there for 2 years, and then this group has kind of brought it back to a place of respectability that you guys can build off of. Just how important was it to bring it to that point?
Well, when we took the job, that was the whole mindset. When I hired our staff, we said, look, guys, if you're going to work here, you have to roll your sleeves up. And I think our players understood that that's something that they all had to do. And we all were in this thing together. We came up with strong together. And there was great work ethic across the board, from the players to the coaches. But we did not want to have an identity of being a team that don't compete or the team that don't fight to the end. We challenged our players to try to create their own identity. And I thought they did a good job in terms of a team that's going to fight you to the end. I think that our standards were raised very high for our players. I'm very intense, especially in practice, and I don't let them go through the motions. I have my philosophy is you play like you practice, and they practice hard. And as a result, when it's game time, they play hard. So we're trying to create that culture. That every time we step between the lines, we want to make sure that we send a message to our opponent. They in for a fight for 40 minutes.
Has it kind of hit you yet that this is kind of the last chance you're going to have with this group specifically, and that tomorrow there's not another practice and realities like that?
No, I really hadn't given it any thought. I know that day was going to come. I knew this was the last game, but I hadn't really had much time to reflect. I mean, go from the game, losing the game, to now having a press conference. We'll go back in the locker room and address the team. And at that point, I'm sure that's when I realized this is it. This is the last time they'll lace them up in the Montana Center.
Is there anything else you want to add that maybe I didn't ask about?
Just how proud I am of our team. And, I couldn't have worked with better people. They've always given me really good effort. And we're not happy with losing, but I do know that our guys will use this as a life lesson to always give your best and try to fight to get to the winner's circle. And I think they'll use that as well as in life. How to handle adversity, as well as when you win, don't get too high. When you lose, don't get too low. I think throughout the year after we lost, our guys would always keep an attitude. We've got to get right back on this horse and try to win this next one. So it was a life lesson they learned from this season. All right, thank you, guys.